As Tory Lanez recovers in a hospital after a prison stabbing attack, his father and supporters gathered today to demand his release.
The former rapper was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Fox 7's Christy Fajardo tells us about the claim of new evidence.
Bringing it to light now was made necessary by the events of this week.
Just days after rapper Tory Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was attacked in prison, his attorneys are calling on Governor Newsom to pardon or commute his sentence, insisting they have new evidence Lanez didn't shoot superstar Megan Thee Stallion, but it was instead her former best friend, Kelsey Harris. And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, interact with the channel, man. We about to do a deep dive on this conversation right here about new evidence being presented in the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case of him shooting her in the foot. And apparently new evidence is brought out that it was the best friend and the security guard, after seeing Tory Lanez almost getting taken out in prison, wants to come forward now. So let's start it from the top, break it all the way down, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts.
As Tory Lanez recovers in a hospital after a prison stabbing attack, his father and supporters gathered today to demand his release.
The former rapper was convicted of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Fox 7's Christy Fajardo tells us about the claim of new evidence.
Bringing it to light now was made necessary by the events of this week.
Just days after rapper Tory Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was attacked in prison, his attorneys are calling on Governor Newsom to pardon or commute his sentence.
Governor Newsom is one of the worst governors in America. So good luck with that. I highly doubt that this man cares anything about Tory Lanez and his case. If he does do anything about it, it'll be a political decision, you know, try to get black people on his side or some stuff like that. But Governor Gavin Newsom, he does not care about this case. That's just my personal opinion. But let's get the rest of the details.
Insisting they have new evidence Lanez didn't shoot superstar Megan Thee Stallion, but it was instead her former best friend, Kelsey Harris. And they say Harris's one-time bodyguard, Bradley James, was spurred by conscience to come forward.
And that's very unfortunate that it took Tory Lanez getting stabbed in prison for this man to finally come forward and say and tell his side of what he saw. And that's how you know something else behind the scenes is going on with this, too. Because why was he so scared? Why was the bodyguard so scared to come forward and say what he seen? And this also shows that black women will stick together no matter what. This woman's best friend shot her, and she knows that she shot her, and she still blamed the black man. And I want all you black women to know, y'all always saying that, you know, when a black man get caught up with the white woman, see, he shouldn't have been messing with that white woman. Shouldn't have been messing with that white woman. This is a black woman right here doing this to a black man. This man is completely innocent. And both of these ladies had no problem lying and getting this man taken away from his family.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Walter Roberts says the statement aligns with another witness who saw 2 women fighting. Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence after being convicted of shooting Stallion in the Hollywood Hills back in 2020. The singer testified against Lanez and in an op-ed wrote, quote, "Even as a victim, I have been met with skepticism and judgment. We didn't hear back from Stallion's attorney and couldn't reach Harris for comment."
See, that's what I'm saying. They need to lock these women up. When it comes out that a woman has lied on a man, whether it's relationship related, paternity related, all this kind of stuff, they can't keep letting women get away with this because it's going to be more and more stuff like this. Just like the civil suit against Diddy and all that kind of stuff, Cassie didn't file no criminal suit against. She filed a civil suit. Which not to say that P. Diddy is innocent, but that's what I'm talking about. When it comes out that, you know, Tory Lanez, everybody knew Tory was innocent. Anybody who paid attention to this case knew Tory Lanez was innocent. These women love to play victim in problems that they created. And that was the thing that I was saying with the P. Diddy thing. Cassie created that problem. She did the drugs with him. She was doing the parties with him. And no, she doesn't deserve to just get off on that. She was basically a partner in crime. And this man got lied on by a black woman and her friend to get them out of trouble and get him taken away from his kids. And this woman still lies on this man to this day. Even with this evidence probably coming out, she's still probably going to stand on the fact that he shot her. She's not even friends with this woman anymore. Somebody else said that they seen them fighting. And they still lied on this man. The bodyguard was scared to tell the truth. It took Tory Lanez to get stabbed in jail and his life almost getting taken for this man to come forward.
His lawyers say they've had the new evidence for months and were waiting on the appeals court to rule, but went public after he was stabbed in prison.
He was stabbed 14 times.
The rapper's father, Sunstar Peterson, says his son is recovering remarkably well, but recounted the story Lanez told him.
And I quote, "Dad, I thought it was my last. And having made my peace with God, I said, okay, God, is this how it's supposed to end for me?" But God said no. God told him, "Do not give up."
The family and legal team insist Lanez was never given a fair trial, raising questions about the prosecution and investigation, but now say Lanez can't wait for the appellate process to play out. In downtown LA, Christy Fajardo, Fox 11 News.
Yeah, man, that's very unfortunate, man, that it took that this man getting stabbed in prison for the bodyguard to come forward and finally tell the truth. And even after this evidence is presented, this woman is still going to stand on this. She's still going to stand on this. And if you ask me, this was a hit. This was a hit. This was a paid hit to me. That's what it sounds like to me. This is just my personal opinion. She tried to take him out because she knew the evidence was going to come out. Whoever's working with her, who was ever up higher, because this is a higher situation. Like it's something going on at the top that we don't know about, that we can't see down here at the bottom. That's just my personal opinion. But y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic right here, man. Hit the link in the description. You want tattoos or piercings, you in Dallas, Texas. You want custom rugs. If you in the city, if you anywhere in America, we get it to your doorstep. Hit the link in the description. Don't be a lame. Like these women out here lying on these men, getting them taken away from their family and their kids. It's insane.